Welcome back to Tomorrow Day Farms, guys. Today we're going to continue our frugal canning. We're going to do some green beans. These are just frozen green beans, and we're going to shake it up a little bit, and I'll be back with you in just a second. Oh, okay. Michael's just going to continue my video, apparently. Alright, guys. So all I have here, these are just frozen green beans, and then I just got some beef broth right there. And that's how we're going to do this. This is low sodium beef broth. Oh, thank you, Michael. And yeah, that's how we're going to do this today. And we're going to use our handy dandy Lazy Susan to make my life a little bit easier. I am going to use my hands to put the green beans in the jars. They are washed. Everything is cold, guys. The jars are cold. The canner is cold. And the broth is cold. Okay? So all we're going to do is push these down. So we got 4 bags at $2 a bag. Okay, so I mean, I might have to break some of them or whatever, but that's okay. And I told these videos are really helping people, and I think that is awesome. I think that is awesome. So we're going to go to 1-inch headspace and get a few more in there, I think. No, better not. Let's go give them some room here. So, all I'm going to do is take my jar. Now, after these 2 boxes, anything, that I can't get filled with these jars. Let me try that again. Insomnia. It's such a wonderful thing. I'm going to take the beef broth, and whatever I don't fill with the beef broth, it's just going to be water, okay? So now we're just going to debubble those really well. So we figured it out. We've put $20 into frozen vegetables. I lost 1 jar in the canner, which I will link that video somewhere. My jar broke. But we literally have days and days of vegetables now, which I think is awesome, because that was the whole purpose. And this helps somebody that maybe, you know, needs a little bit of help getting some veggies up on their shelf for winter and doesn't have the space in the freezer. Michael, can you let out Boo, please? And I think that is awesome. So we're just going to go maybe a couple more. Like so. Because you don't want to overpack them, really and truly. You don't, because then it just becomes like a big mush mess. I did that the first time I did frozen vegetables. I overpacked it, and it was a nightmare. So these need to be pressure canned for 20 minutes. It is a beautiful raining day here today. So I'm going to get some cucumbers cleaned up. That should be good. So as you can see, it looks packed, but when I debubble it, it'll. And then I'm going to do 1 full. After this jar, we'll debubble and fill with the beef broth. Then, yeah, I have a full bushel of cucumbers behind me here. I'm going to get ready to make some relish. About 3-4 different kinds of relish. Will be good. Okay, guys, just hang on a second. Come on, boo-boo. Alright, guys, sorry about that. Michael has his headphones on. Couldn't hear me. Alright. So yeah, so we're just gonna fill these up, fill this last jar up here, and then we will debubble and start getting them in the canner. Like so. So now, I'll go closest to you guys. See how much of a mess I can make. And again. And you're going to want to put your broth to 1 inch headspace. The beef broth just gives them, excuse me, just a little bit different flavor. This, I use these a lot in, when I make my meat pies. There we go. I'm gonna have to definitely fix that headspace for sure. Now you could add salt if you want to. I personally don't because there's salt in the broth. But you do what you want to do. It's your kitchen. If you want to add chili flakes to it, if you want to add, I was going to add some onion to this, but it does can at a different time, so that's why I didn't do it. Debubble these really well, guys, because those bubbles trap underneath these vegetables so easily. And then one more. And then we're going to check our headspace again. And I'm really super happy these frugal canning videos have helped people. I think that's awesome. Because that's my goal. So now we're just going to take our vinegar here. We're going to wipe these rims really, really well. Pop a lid on it. Wait till you see what these beans look like when they come out of the canner. They look so different than just, because you'll see the difference, because we'll have some in water and then I'll have some in the beef broth. And you'll see the difference in the jars. Alrighty. Pop them into the canner. You can probably hear my dog eating over there. It's never quiet. It's never quiet. Alright guys, there we go. So I'm going to keep filling up these jars. I'm going to get my other case of jars because I think I'm going to need them. And I will bring you right back. Alright guys, so what I've decided to do with just a few jars is I'm going to add some lemon pepper seasoning into each jar. I have a couple with just water, and then I'm going to shake this up a little bit and put a little bit of lemon pepper in each jar, and I thought I'd bring it back and show you that. So we're just going to fill up the jars a bit here. This should be my last jar. So one thing I want to say, guys, is you do need to have these thawed. Either thaw them overnight. Just make sure they're thawed if you're doing the frozen veggies, okay? We'll be doing some fresh ones too, but get that out of the way. So now I just have some lemon pepper seasoning. I'm going to add a good teaspoon into each jar here. Bring all the jars up front here for you guys. There we go. And then I'm just going to add water to that. But it'll give the green beans a little bit of a different flair. And there we go. I like to use the seasonings instead of salt a lot of times. Trying to keep the salt on the lower end here. I mean, we do buy good salt, but I'm just trying to watch our salt intake for health reasons. So then, once you debubble it, you start to really see and it'll make the green beans just taste a little bit better. Give them a little bit of flavor, a little bit of spunk. Just debubble really, really well. And as this pressure cans, all that flavor is going to go into those green beans, which is fantastic. You can add as much as you want. Move those green beans around. And this is my last 3 jars. Alright guys, I'm going to get them wiped up here. Simple, simple. I didn't like the headspace on that one, guys. Sorry. One sec. Wipe it, wipe it. And then, so we did beef ones, just ones in water, and now lemon pepper. So 3 in 1. Alright. And I'll bring you guys back when I'm pulling them out of the canner. Alright guys, so I had to take them out of the canner. Batteries weren't done yet. So we're going to go this way because we did 3 different kinds. These are the green beans in the beef broth. This is in water. And this is in the lemon pepper. There we go. Now they processed lemon pepper. I did this to see if Michael will eat the green beans. So this is a $10 we spent on green beans, other than the broth was $1. And everything else kind of had on hand, right? So this is extremely frugal if you can't afford to go to a farmer's market and you want to pressure can some vegetables for your shelf. You don't necessarily need to do the beef broth. I'm just kind of getting ahead for meat pie season. What do we make, Mike? Now that our new freezer is here, we make roughly about 50 to 100 meat pies because we eat one every week or so. Yep. And I do multiple different kinds. So this is just getting me ahead.
Different sizes. And
different sizes, yeah. So, but anyways, this is the green beans, 3 different kinds. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell so you're notified whenever we upload a video. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And I'll leave all the processing times and everything in the description box. Thanks guys. Bye.